Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, welcome back to Roommates. Let's go ahead and load up our save. I believe this is it. Actually, just check to make sure. And the 30th was Chaos Head, the 23rd I didn't record, that was supposed to be Chaos Head, so yes. This should be the save we want. Go ahead and start my timer. And put it off to the side. So let's go ahead and start this week. And let me grab my dice. Okay, I was about to say, I'm not sure if there's really any big events this week. I've barely got the door open when I hear the yelling from upstairs. Did I miss something? No, okay. It seemed like there was supposed to be something before that. Well, what did you expect was going to happen? You know the rules, Sally. Oh crap. I hope that isn't what I think it is. Come on, Dominic. Maybe I should get up there. Sally's gonna need backup. Yep, Sally's gonna need backup. Let's go and back her up. I close the door behind me and run upstairs. Looks like everyone else was home too, as they're all watching the scene in the hall. Dominic is yelling at poor Sally while she clings to Vegemite. No, Sally, you know the rules. I walked through them just like I walked everyone else through them. No pets allowed. It's rule number 2 for crying out loud. Oh yeah, because we've never broken a rule before. That's not helping your case, Sally. So what, you're just gonna kick me out of the house because I didn't want to see a poor puppy freeze on the street? One way or another, that dog is leaving this house, Sally. If you want to go with them, I'm not gonna stop you. Don't blow a gasket, douchenick. What's the big deal here anyway? Both Sally and Dominic seem surprised to see me standing at the top of the stairs. Stay out of this, Max. This is a violation and I have to deal with this as Latin House's RA. By now, Sally is just flat out crying. The others leave their rooms. Isabella gives me a nod hello, then leans over towards my ear. Poor Sally. Dominic came home early and caught her bringing Vegemite back in from his walk. No way to back out of it now. I nod to Isabella as Dominic continues to chew out Sally. Can't believe you'd be so irresponsible, not to mention so inconsiderate to your fellow housemates. Did you ever take their feelings into account when you decided to bring that dog here? What if they were allergic? Actually, I'm not allergic at all. Anybody else? Everybody else shakes their head while Dominic frowns. Regardless, what about the mess, Or the disturbance to your studying? I don't think Vegemite's ever disturbed my studying. You guys? We all shake our head no. I know what you're trying to do here, and it's not going to work, damn it. She broke the rule, the dog's got to go. Oh, please, douchenick. We all know you'll never report this infraction. You don't want the mark on your record. Ha, so true. You two delinquents, shut it. I know you knew about this violation and didn't report it, so don't think you're not on my watch list. Sally's actually a very responsible pet owner, Dominic. Don't you feel you're being a bit too hard on her? I'm sorry, but those are the rules. What am I supposed to tell the housing committee? Oh, sorry, I thought that rule was just a suggestion. I did not believe it is strictly necessary that you inform the housing committee. He's right. Nobody says you have to tell them. They're right. You can just keep this under wraps, It's not like we're going to go blabbing about it. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Do we threaten to leave if the puppy goes? Which I don't think Dominic would really give a crap about. He would probably just say, okay, goodbye. Or we can promise to help Sally take care of the puppy. I'm kind of leaning to not even bothering rolling the dice and just promising to help Sally take care of the puppy, but I'll roll the dice and see what happens. Get a 1, a 5, and a 3. Well, that means we're going to threaten to leave if the puppy goes, which is going to, again, I think pretty much mean nothing. I'm sure Dominic will be like, okay, see ya. Those douche pile. You can't kick us all out, and I certainly don't want to live in a dorm that kicks a poor puppy out on the street. That muck goes, so do I. Wait, two birds with one stone? You may have made your month, Max. Yeah, I don't think I want to live under Mad King Dominic's rule. If he's gone over the deep end and started kicking puppies around, I'm out of here. I do not think I could condone this sort of cruelty. I would most likely leave as well. I don't think I can stay in that kind of place either. Sorry. And obviously I'm going where Vegemite goes. Fine, whatever, you all win. I guess I'll just lose my job and get kicked out of the school. That sounds perfectly fine. Oh, Dominic's not too happy about that, but we weren't really on good terms with him anyway. Now, I am going to check one thing that I'm curious about. If selecting the other option was going to provide points with Sally. I'm not actually going to let you guys really read the text because I'm just trying to see if... Okay. Well, we're still going to go ahead and go with the original one. I was just curious about how that worked. Everyone but Dominic lets out a cheer at that. I mean, I don't need a college education. When they kick me out, I'm sure I'll find a very nice bridge to die under. Oh, stop being such a drama queen. We all laugh as Sally puts Vegemite down on the carpet and finally lets him explore the house as freely as he wants. I think we'll have plenty of opportunities to increase our relation points with Sally. We're at what, 85 I think right now? There's a maximum of 100. I think you have to max that out and meet her score goal thing, whatever, with these. Maybe even exceed it, I don't know. To get the best ending. Because I think, actually, sounds like every character has essentially 3 endings. One that's like a 600 score ending, one that's a, I think 500 score ending, and then another ending that's not as good, but is, I guess, decent. But I don't actually know for certain how it calculates that. I'm not sure if it takes into account the relation score. Either way, I'm sure we'll have plenty of opportunities to increase our relation with Sally for the last 15 or 20, whatever it is in this case. I don't actually recall. I think we're at 85. Might be 80, though. But I'm sure we'll be able to fill that in. Wait, we're doing what? You called everyone together, right? Yeah, they're gonna meet us down at Lander's building, but none of us knew what this was about. You didn't tell us we were having some stupid battle of the bands. I grabbed us some tickets the day after we went shopping for Valentine's. And you didn't tell me that you'd gotten them? I don't tell you when I take a dump either, yet it happens all the same. This is why I write the lyrics. Fine, come on, let's go. Hang on, have you seen my car keys? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, we'll just play this event. It seems like it could be interesting. Are you a goddamn idiot and wash them with your pants? Have I ever told you what a pain in the dick it is to have a best friend who knows me so well? 'Cause it's a huge one. Come on. 10 minutes later, we're in my van driving towards the Landers building. When we arrive, I see the others standing by with a few minimal instruments. Luckily, I still had Slim's drums in my van from our last practice. So what is the actual plan here, Max? Easy. We've got 2 tickets already. Each of us grabs one of the others and flashes our 2 tickets as we go by. Then we'll hand the tickets off to the next pair behind the taker's back. Really? There's no way that plan will work. Oh, ye of little faith. Another few minutes later, and maybe a little finagling in line, and all 4 of us are standing in the main room. Looks like the stage area is a bit spur of the moment. It's probably just a normal meeting hall that they added a bit of stage area and some curtains to. What have we learned? Oh, shut up. Alright. This thing is kind of open mic, if I remember correctly. I'm going to go sign us up. Everybody keep quiet about having done gigs, alright? Are we actually even allowed to compete in this thing? Are we? Or are we not the best band in this area? Yeah, fine. If I recall correctly, I think I remember this event, and I think it is one where you have to deal with Chad. Let's see. Luckily, the sign-up sheet is still pretty empty. Looks like there's not a lot of competition. I think about using a fake name for a few seconds, but all the other bands wrote their proper names. I quickly write Back Alley Flash on the sheet. Looks like I was just in time, too. Just as I finish, some lady picks up the paper and walks off behind the stage. Just as I rejoin the others, I see Chad coming up to the mic. I honestly can't believe my eyes. Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Battle of the Bands. Hope you're all totally ready to rock, man. When we call your name, come backstage. You've got 5 minutes to get set up. Myself and the other judges will let everyone know the winner at the end of the night. Well, shit. Whatever, I'll overcome it. We're still the best band here. If anything, the other bands are probably just sort of random people that got together and said, hey, let's do this. And they probably haven't really done any practice, maybe minimal practice. So it's overall not really a fair competition, I'm sure, but whatever. Nothing I fear for the next 2 hours leads me to believe any differently. When they finally call our name, I send Memphis up to let them know we're here while I help Slim and Jerry get the equipment in. Backstage, just before we get on, I'm trying to keep my head low when I hear a familiar voice behind me. Chad's probably going to throw you guys out, you know. What? I've barely even touched his girlfriend, I swear. Isabella laughs at that. How'd he end up being a judge anyway? Last minute replacement, actually. Just your bad luck, I guess. I see Memphis gesturing at me from the stage. I give Isabella my best grin and wink. Sorry, babe, gotta hit the stage. You know I love that spotlight. Isabella just grins at me as I get out under the lights and grab the mic. 3 songs later, the crowd is on their feet, stomping and clapping for more. We gracefully leave the stage. Always leave them wanting more, right? Our drum set is still on stage, just in case we manage to swing an encore. Finally, with the stage clear, Chad comes to the front of the stage and looks out over the crowd. I guess we can tell who got the popular vote. Unfortunately, by judge decision, I'm afraid that Back Alley Flash is going to have to be disqualified. It's heartening to hear the crowd booing Chad. Look, I'm sorry, but we have it on authority that Back Alley Flash is a professional band under our rules. Despite the crowd booming again, it seems Chad's not going to budge. Okie dokie, so. Well, for one thing, we don't really have the best of relationship with Isabella in terms of overall sort of relation points, so I would say she has no real obligation to do anything for us if we were to appeal to her. We can confront Chad, probably get the shit beaten out of us. We'll roll the dice, see how this works. So, 4, 2, 4. So we're going to confront Chad. I look over at Memphis, who just gives me the stink eye. Isabella's backstage looking at me expectantly. Chad, I was about to say his name's Jad now. Somehow it's changed, obviously. Is just smirking at me triumphantly. When in doubt, rock it out. I strum out a few quick power chords while I face the audience. Apparently, you guys didn't like us that much, otherwise we would have heard you cheering. Just as I expected, the crowd cheers loudly for us. I can't hear you guys. That's better. So, I guess the real question here is, do you punks like to rock? I've got the crowd where I want them now. Memphis is strumming his bass, and Slim lays out a simple beat. Well, that answers that question. I figured you guys were rockers, only problem is this douchebag over here thinks you guys are idiots. The crowd boos loudly at Chad. What? I didn't say that. You guys broke the rules. It's a simple fact. Oh yeah, because Mother effin' Rock is about rules. I'm sorry you're jealous, dude, but it doesn't mean you get to stand in the way of what these people want. Another cheer. I'm working this crowd for all it's worth. Finally, I give Memphis a signal to break into a simple song for a bit. He starts wooing the crowd with a great solo, much to their adoration. Adoration? Adoration. Meanwhile, I walk over to Chad. Come on, man, I'm not exactly a professional yet. Just a few gigs around town. More importantly, I'm going to be a professional. And this crowd's not going to let you stop me. You can't stand in the way of this, and you won't. My gaze meets Chad's head on. We stare at each other like that for a few moments. Whatever, fine, I'll go tell the committee. Just don't expect to pull some kind of stunt like this off again, punk. Chad storms off behind the wings. The people who notice cheer loudly. Isn't this the part where you crush a beer can on your forehead? Or on your head? Yeah, but honestly, do you think we would have caved if I'd begged and pleaded? Or do you think you would have caved if I'd begged and pleaded? No, you played it the right way. I'm just saying, don't try any of that alpha male crap on me. Got it, hot stuff? You know you're the tops with me, babe. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe that's an encore they're calling for. Isabella smiles that gorgeous, seductive smile at me as I turn to head into another number. I think she liked that display. I'm sure if we had appealed to Isabella, we would have actually lost points. And we are pretty much done with this week. I'm not actually sure what my timer's at. We may have actually gone through this faster than I had initially anticipated. Oh no, I've got about 3 minutes actually left on the timer, so that went by relatively decently, I suppose. And let me see. Okay, with Sally we're at 80. I thought we were at 85, but I guess it counts when you gain 5. It shows you that 5 already added on before it finishes filling the bar. So okay, so we are at 15 with Isabella, 5 with Dominic. We don't really give a crap about Dominic. With Rakesh we're at 10. We really don't care too much about Rakesh. Sally we're at 80, Anne we're at 20, and Isabella, like I said, we're at 15. Let's see. We have already met Sally's current requirements, but after spring break, whenever the hell that is, I don't even remember. We're at week 14, not week 14, week 14. Let's see. Maybe it's week 15. I don't remember when spring break is, but I think we have already met the prerequisites to get the spring break romance scene with Sally. I think. I'm not actually sure. We may not have. And it says other prerequisites for some characters, but you must discover them. I'm pretty sure all the characters have some hidden prerequisite. Isabella, I think it's breaking up with Chad. I don't know what it is with Sally. For Sally, it might even be actually saying that you'll help her take care of the dog, but since we didn't say we'll help her take care of the dog, we may have not cleared her hidden prerequisite, in which case we may not actually get the spring romance scene with her, but I don't actually know off the top of my head what her requirements are. And I think the skill requirements increase by 100, or maybe they double. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly. I mean, if they double, I'm looking at only 250 there. Or not 250, excuse me, 500. Yeah, 500. Which, I think that, well, yeah, they probably double then. So our active is a decent ways out still. Spontaneous, we've actually already long since met our spontaneous goal for now, but we're going to try to get that up to 300. We're also going to try to get active up to 300 because we're going to need to, I believe, anyway. Because Yeah, after spring break, all these skill requirements should double. Or at least increase. I think they double. Either way, that's going to be it for this episode. My timer is actually about to go off with about 18 seconds left on the clock. But as always, since that's going to be the end of this episode, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, goodbye and farewell.